with it? It's your boy Nini back with another reading. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Libra. So Libra, what we got going on here? So we got Venus from the rip. So this could be love. This could be grace. Ah, nah, as always. So it's having to do with you guys' attraction. Like you guys may be a lot more magnetic, a lot more pleasant on the eye. People may be pleased by seeing you. This may bring in a lot of beneficial opportunities or a lot of different beneficial interactions that come your way. Some of y'all just may even bring in some of your secret desires. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. So you're gonna be expressing a lot more gratitude shortly because it's like the way that things are aligned or the way that things are falling into place for you really makes it feel like, oh, this was worth all of that, worth all. Maybe some of y'all are worth the trouble. All right. So whenever some of y'all, because you guys are very appealing to people, you know what I mean? Yeah, I got 6 of Cups. So people are fond of y'all. They consider y'all, take y'all in consideration a lot. All right. So some of y'all about to get what you want, like whatever it was that you were desiring. Sometimes it could be like a secret desire, but whatever it was that you were desiring, somebody's about to give it to you. All right. They may give it to you in secret, or they may, no, I was gonna say they may give it to you in secret, or they may not, like they may look the other way for you. So you may notice this in general. People may overlook like some of your flaws, look over some of your mistakes. They may look the other way when you do stuff that you're not supposed to do in general. You know what I mean? All because of your appearance, all because of like how you appear to other people. It's your attraction powers at this moment. So you may also notice you have like a burst of energy shortly after like maybe taking a break to yourself. You know what I mean? Something else like going back to a stage of like a stage of your life where you were a lot more like, I don't know, vain. If you guys were ever like in a vain period, then it's like usually that's like in the childhood period. So some of y'all may be growing back into like a more vain, more like I'm about to say seductress type of energy, like big personality, like carrying yourself in such a light where everybody feels that they have to respect you. Everybody feels like they have to like treat you like a princess or treat you like a king or prince or you know what I mean? You guys may have an air of like untouchability or an air of like unattainability. So just maybe like you're being put on a pedestal shortly, and it's just for your looks, and it's for, like for your sex appeal. You know what I mean? It's meant to happen for y'all. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all still like grow out of a certain phase of your life. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could be like a phase of like always kind of hoping on like I mean focusing on like your negative traits. It could be sometimes like focused on like things that don't really matter. You know what I mean? Like you know how like let's say for instance, say like a friend of yours is really good at basketball. Maybe you want to be really good at basketball too, but like maybe you just didn't have the athletic build for it. Maybe you just didn't have the skill set for it. Maybe you didn't have the time to practice for it. It's kind of like looking at what your traits are like that are really good for you and using them to your empowerment and recognizing like, well, this is what I do got. So I might as well go ahead and use this to the best of my advantage. So I get you guys learning from your mistakes or learning from like, I guess from your difficulties, you know what I mean? Things that you guys may have suppressed about yourself, didn't really express with other people. Because the moon is here in the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. So you guys may be expressing, like I said, maybe a more shadow side of yourselves. All right, like to get what you want. This may be more like only focused on this. This is what I need. This is what I want and I don't see anything else but that. You know what I mean? So this could be like obsessing about like the good things that you want to happen. This may even kind of border along the lines of like delusion in a way. At first, maybe it just feels that way. At first, it may feel like you're being a little immature. It may look like you're not being serious about things, or it may seem like you're not even really focused where you're supposed to be focused at, but it's supposed to be panning out for y'all. So this may create like a new philosophy for some of y'all like you know what I mean, like a new way of being, a new way of exercising yourself in the world. It definitely brings in more love, or it brings in more like pleasant experiences. So like this may be like sometimes you could like treat yourself like you're better than other people. You know what I mean? You may not like physically say that, but you may just start carrying yourself in that light where like, I'm better than them, or you know what I mean, and not maybe and not like focus on like people anymore or not give people that same validation or attention anymore. So this may be like that air of like mystery that people start like projecting on you shortly. You know what I mean? It's like you're somebody who people desire or you're somebody who people want to obtain, but like just to get maybe a glance of you or just to get a little bit of your approval or just to get a little bit of your admiration or attention is like fulfilling for them. Did I say this? I think I said this the other day, or maybe I said it yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know. Sounds very similar, but anyway, also there's gonna be a bunch of like either financial opportunities that are coming your way, and most of y'all, like I said, financial could just be like maybe people pay bills, maybe people take you on exquisite dates or experiences, trips, maybe people go out of their way to please you. You're gonna notice that because it's gonna make you guys feel a lot more empowered to like start expecting that. You know what I mean? Um, and it's the people that you're attracting too. Some of these were people at one time that some of y'all may have felt like were out of your league or not your type of people. You know what I mean? And when I say out of your league, because everybody always thinks that it's about appearance. Out of your league could just be people who care about you outside of the superficial, opposed to, you know what I mean, your status, opposed to your looks, opposed to your image. You know what I mean? So these would be people who like you for something deeper, even though they can't quite put their finger on it. You guys are gonna be having a lot more interactions with people where they're fond of you, you know, where they consider you first, where they like make your needs a focal point. You know what I mean? So this could just be anybody. It don't have to necessarily be romantic. It could just be anybody. And because I said that you're attractive, attractive could just be like you're appealing, your aesthetic is appealing to whatever it needs to be like broadcasted at the moment. So for instance, say that I wanted, if it was a job, your aesthetic fits the people who I would want to work here. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm giving it. You know what I mean? So kind of look at it like that. All right. You guys are outgrowing a certain phase of yourself, but it's usually a version that you used to see yourself as, or a way that you used to portray yourself as, or a way that people used to treat you like. They're not going to be treating you like that anymore. It's actually going to come off as more loving, or more like they care for you or more appreciative of you. So like every little interaction they have with you, it's gonna boost your confidence because you're like, oh, they appreciate me, they value me. Ah, okay, okay. You know what I mean? So like things that were once out of your reach, or people who you felt like were out of your reach, or like not seeing you or will be seeing you guys shortly. All right, so you may be fetishized a lot too, so that's something that you guys may need to know. You know, sometimes because the high priestess could be anything. Sometimes like you have non-conventionally attractive features, and sometimes I think it is as being like a person that has kids, like a single mom, single dad. This could be like a short male or a thicker woman or an older woman, you know what I mean? Or an older male or like a widowed woman or a widowed male, or you know what I mean? Sometimes it could be like that. Sometimes it could be like you're not traditionally what we go for in the dating market, but you have like an attractive aesthetic, you know what I mean? And I just can't help it being drawn to you. Or I just can't help but like kind of fall under your allure. So you're gonna notice that. All right, so it could be a Sag, Pisces, Leo, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Leo, Taurus. I said Sag. Yup. Okay. Also, you guys got a little secret admirer coming your way too. So look for that. Anyway, Libra. Happy Libra. I mean, happy birthday. I was gonna say happy Libra Day to y'all, but happy birthday to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for liking all that good stuff. I'm gone.